Hey, it's Ocean, and welcome back to another episode of Lovesick. The very last episode of Lovesick was so amazing. If you have not caught up on that episode, please go back to episode 8 and catch yourself up. It was so much fun that I decided, hey, I'm going to film again and I'm not going to make you wait 2 to 3 weeks for another episode. Okay, I love you. But today we are at 𝘮𝘴𝘦𝘥 High School. I know we are in Copperdale, but because the girls moved to 𝘮𝘴𝘦𝘥, I just felt like, you know, their high school would change too. I kind of explained this when we visited their high school. The link to the gallery ID for this high school will be in the description down below if you want to check it out. But for right now, the 𝘮𝘴𝘦𝘥 swimmers are actually having a gathering. Now, our friend here, 𝘮𝘰𝘦𝘥, was actually added to the group today. But in my mind, he basically made the last tryout, and I really wanted him to be a part of our activities that we are throwing with this group here. But for now, we do have our swimmers. Mina is here, Philip, Cyrus, Darling, all of us. In fact, where is everyone? Come on, guys, let's go. We have to get our swimming in. And so are you not dressed into your outfit? Everyone is supposed to be dressed into a specific outfit, so I will not tolerate this, Sims. What? I'm so upset. Darling is being a rebel, apparently. Everyone is going to still, I guess, swim in this outfit, which I probably should have fixed. Let me see something. Hold on. Modify club outfits let me go back in here to make sure that I set this correctly, because why I want everyone to dress in the same outfit. I have to fix the outfits again. Bear with me for a second. Let's try this again. Let's start a gathering, and we're gonna stay here, and hopefully Irvin will show up as well. I actually had to get 2 mods to even make this happen. I had to get the mod that enables groups to be formed at high school and also be able to have this as a club hangout, because specifically the high school being the club hangout just makes the most sense to me. So I will link those also if you're interested in that. But here we are all swimming. I made a note to myself, if Abigail doesn't do this, then me creating the 𝘮𝘴𝘦𝘥 swimmers just means absolutely nothing. So 𝘮𝘴𝘦 swimmers, here we are. Philip, you finally decided to arrive. But Irvin, where's Irvin? I was able to restart this and start a gathering, but I don't see him quite yet. I'm gonna actually splash Philip right now. He actually asked if Abigail and him could be best friends, and I totally denied that request because they just aren't best friends to me. I mean, right now anyway. And then I had to remove their sentiments because obviously he was so butthurt because I said, no, we can't be best friends because we're just not best friends right now. That's just not the story, okay? But yeah, so what are you guys gonna do for spooky day? I don't know. We're gonna head probably to the haunted house, you know, stuff like that. And I am going to then compliment Cyrus, give him some oh no, we have to get out the pool to get props. I don't want to do that. I love how we're all just here talking, and Darling being a part of the swim team is definitely intentional. I do want Abigail to kind of form a friendship with Darling because Darling is just she loves her some Madison, okay? We all know that. So I'm going to talk to her. And Mina is one of the new girls that I've kind of been in the LP, and I just really like her style. She's super cool. It's spooky day. If you guys are down, I feel like we could probably go to the haunted house. That's actually a social activity that we could do. I could take them down to the pier and they could go together though, which, you know, is still kind of good. And what's going on here? We have, the football. This looks so dead. Are you the only football player? Or cheerleading. What is this? Cheerleading football day or whatever it is. But it looks mad boring right now. Like, I feel I'm not coming over here. Like, swim team is lit. I don't know what you guys are doing. That looks boring. But yes, we reached fitness level 3, which is awesome. She is definitely following into her father's footsteps. So she wants to become enemies with Philip's dad, which is weird. And here he goes again asking to be best friends. I don't want to be best friends though, because I don't have the more best friends mod installed, and I think me and Cyrus are best friends, so I'm gonna say no way. And look at this, she's so creeped out by Philip, so we're gonna remove that. I'm using UI cheats extension mod to do that, right clicking it. And I'm sorry, I don't want to be best friends right now. We don't have to be best friends with everyone, right? You all did great, even though they literally just sat and talked for the most part. I forgot we could have did some diving stuff. So, well, oh, we can jump for the group. Wait. I do want to do that. I do kind of want to do that. Jump for group. I'm going to show them my swan dive really quick. How did Abigail's outfit change? I'm so sad. Why did it just change? Look, it changed. Oh, I'm so mad at you, game. Oh, well. Abigail's outfit changed, but it's whatever. I'm just going to let it rock. Oh, wait. I love how everyone's just sitting here by the pool. Go ahead, Abigail. Woo, show us how it's done. I love it. This looks like a scene out of a movie. I'm actually a big fan of the way that this looks and the way that we're rolling with the 𝘰𝘴𝘦𝘥 swimmers. I love it. We have the perfect group and it's just so much fun. It makes everything so worth it, even though Abigail changed from her outfit. So I am going to cheat up her needs just ever so slightly, and we are going to head and meet our sister actually over to the pier so we can have a little bit of spooky day fun at the haunted house. It's a little bit chilly. It is a nice little fall day, which I'm a fan of. I freaking love this weather. It's like cool weather, you know? So we're here. Everyone wants to have fun. And what? The rumors are true. Darling wants to go to prom with Abigail. No, I don't want bad sentiments. I don't want anything that's going to like, what? What? Excuse me? Abigail has a crush on Darling? Abigail is crushing hard on Darling. Stop it. Need a little space. Abigail feels that Darling is moving a bit too fast. Well, this is actually kind of cute. I could see this happening, but I just didn't want prom yet. So we cheat in this game, but I'll leave the crush there. I'm not too sure. I actually don't want to remove that yet. I want to know how you all feel about flipping the script on that. Abigail with the crush on Darling. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know about that because I really love this Irvin guy and I'm not sure, but hey, the heart wants what it wants. Oh my gosh. If this isn't a scene out of a classic teenage movie and oh my, Irvin wants to be best friends. Sure. Okay. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to then go to pack settings and turn this off because you guys are kind of doing this. Wait. Yeah, you guys are doing this a little too much with the autonomous NPC relationship. It's getting kind of crazy. Let's take a funny photo with Irvin. Actually, I really want one with Cyrus because that's like our best friend, kind of like bro at this point because our parents are dating. So I actually really do want to have a memory of this. And is Philip getting in that water? Yes, the pier lights are on and I see our photo booth pic that we took. So I kind of want to take another one. Let's take a funny photo with... Is Irvin around? Here he is. And she's feeling flirty now. Dreamy eyes. Oh, because of her crush. Oh my goodness. Her and Darling. Yeah, before I act on any of that, actually, just creator behind the scenes, I want to know your opinion on that. I don't want to move too fast or change up the story too much. But let's go ahead and head over to the haunted house and we're going to ride with... Who could we ride with? We're already super cool with Cyrus. Let's just ride with Irvin just because I'm really interested in this sim. I have no idea why he's so interesting to me. But here we have our other one. Oh, I love this funny picture. I cannot wait to put that on the wall. And then let me stop forgetting about Madison. Hello, I have Madison here. So let's take a friendly photo with... Let's take one with Philip, who she is crushing on. It's so hard not to act on their feelings because Madison has a crush on Philip. Like all of a sudden he's back in her life. She's crushing on him like how she was when she was freaking 12. Philip's sentiments. He's impressed by her. Madison sure knows what she's doing and Philip has nothing but respect. He really respects and appreciates her, you know, and it's crazy because I know you all can pick up on what kind of vibe that is. It's like he actually admires Madison, respects her, and probably can't even see her like because they grew up together. Probably can't imagine her in that way. He just has nothing but the utmost of respect and appreciation for who she is and thinks that she's amazing and goal oriented while the whole time she's crushing on him. I really want her to kind of speak to 𝘮𝘮. 𝘮𝘮 actually hasn't reached out or done anything, so that's kind of like funny. Crush nearby. Sometimes a crush brings out the insecurities of a sim. You should not feel insecure at all, girl. You have nothing to be insecure about. Trust me. Abigail is in the haunted house, and I think Madison is probably going to romantic ride with Philip. And here is going to be the true test of time. I want to know what's really going on. And I love... Do you want to ride it? Do you want to ride the ride? I mean, it's no big deal. Like, I've never done that before kind of thing. Like, do you want to ride this together? We'll figure it out. Okay, so they're done. I thought I was going to get some type of notification for this. No, you're closed. Oh, thank you. Vivian's going to save the day. She's about to open this again. Thank goodness, honey, because I'm working up a hunger. Madison had anticipated the cuddle cards to be romantic, but he didn't realize the effect it would have on Philip. Oh my goodness, they had the wrong pronouns for Madison. With flushed cheeks and a coy smile, Philip looks like he might want to take the next step into a relationship. He closes his eyes and leans towards Madison. Could it be that Philip is leaning in for a smooch? Or is he just resting his eyes as a reprieve from all sights and sounds of the attraction? Madison has to make a choice. Does she commit and meet Philip halfway, or does she pull away and try to de-escalate the situation? The game, I'm sorry, I'm geeked. Oh my gosh, imagine that awkward moment. Like, is he leaning in to kiss, or is he just resting his eyes and like looking at everything around the attraction? If I'm gonna make Madison look like a freaking fool, she's gonna go for it. I'm going to love it because I want that to happen. Madison decides the risk is worth it and closes the gap between the potentially expectant Philip's success. Philip was definitely thinking the same thing, and the two have a lovely kiss that could potentially be the start of something really special. Oh, Madison probably feels like the biggest idiot right now, though, because at the same time, I mean, he leaned in first. She did not initiate that, but she did kiss him. And I do feel bad for 𝘮𝘮 because, girl, why would you kiss him? Now I feel stupid. The hype got me making wrong decisions. But one thing I really do love about this is that Madison could be exploring her sexuality. She could be bi. She could be, lesbian. She could be straight. You don't know. She is just exploring right now. And I really love that because I've never got to explore. Because genuinely, I do not know what Madison identifies with. So it's just really amazing to do this. And I can't believe her and Philip started something. But there was no romance bar. It said gained romance between writers, but nothing really changed. Ooh, this is such a cold feet moment, It's weird. It's so weird. Man, I really wanted okay, you know what? Whatever. If I can't get my waffle, I'll just order some cotton candy, please, Viv. Thanks. Thank you so much. Great. And now she's eating her cotton candy. She's like, oh, this is delicious. Okay, this was a great night. And now it's time to go home. It is the next day and we are in 𝘰𝘴𝘦𝘥, and who knows what's going on in this apartment. But we, as in Lizbeth, spent the night with 𝘰𝘱𝘥, and they just woke up this morning. And you know what? It's getting awkward if you're looking in the windows right now. So let me just back on out of here. But yeah, some things are going down on the 5th floor. Wait, how many floors are in this apartment? Oh my gosh, the 20th floor or whatever. It's a Saturday morning. Lizbeth decided to spend the night here last night and obviously be with her new boyfriend. And we never really go into 𝘰𝘱𝘥's apartment and everything. So hold on. How many months has it been? It's been about 9-10 months, close to a year. And yeah, so we are here in 𝘰𝘱𝘥's room. She is still sleeping and needs to wake up. No, that is not Lizbeth. 𝘰𝘱𝘥 and Lizbeth actually got into their first argument, which I kind of experimented with off cam. I'm going to have them argue about parenting right now because that's exactly what it was about. Apparently, 𝘰𝘱𝘥 did not like the fact that Lizbeth had a keg for the party, the spooky day party. Here they go, even though they just had makeup woohoo, they are still kind of Lizbeth still can't let it go. She feels like he was kind of attacking her motherhood. And he's like, Liz, I'm not saying you're a bad mom, but I'm just saying Cyrus came home and told me that he held your legs up while you showed him how to do a keg, like how you used to do in college. I don't think that's appropriate for teens. I mean, I know you're a cool mom and whatever. And she's like, it wasn't that bad. She said, it was just juice, Lizbeth probably really didn't provide alcohol. She probably just filled it with juice or something. I don't know. But it was just the fact of doing it. And he's just like, I just don't want my son raised that way. That's just not what I thought Cyrus was going over to do when he came to the spooky party. And so she's like, well, we're just going to have to agree to disagree. No one got hurt. No one died, kind of thing. Oh, where's the fire? Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. That's the way to stop arguing. Anyways, the awards ceremony starts tomorrow. So not only does Lizbeth have the accolades tomorrow, she also has her charity benefit party tonight too. So let's extinguish this. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Extinguish. Okay. Cyrus. I bet this is, you'll forgive me for this. I'm saving the day, 𝘰𝘱𝘥. It's all right. She said it. It's all right. You're okay. Is Dad still bugging about the party? Yeah, he is, but it's whatever. And why is 𝘰𝘰𝘥𝘴 here? That would not happen. Very weird city living. Thank you for ruining a completely normal moment. There's a lot of laundry here. Looks like Gage is cleaning it up. He's just cleaning up his son's mess. The charity benefit is actually starting soon. It starts at 12. So Lizbeth is just kind of like, can we just get over this? I do not want a big issue. You know, I don't want to fight or whatever the case may be. All right. Lizbeth is getting dressed and she does not know what outfit she wants to wear. I do love her in this like blazer kind of relaxed look, but it's the event that she is making. And let me break down why this charity event is so important. So she is doing this charity event to not only bring awareness for her book, she wants to publicize in a way that would benefit others too. So she's going to have her charity event at the Oakenstead Museum where there's a bunch of art and everything for people to look at and buy and things like that. So I think I'm going to go. I love this red. I Lovesick. It's either red or pink. So I kind of want her to have this classy look. I love it. And while she's just getting dressed, she's looking into the mirror here, freshening up, and she still can't believe that Gage still has this picture of his ex up. It's like, why do you still have this picture up? I mean, granted, like it's dated from like last year or whatever, which is a little too soon for Lizbeth. But she's just like, why does he still have this picture up? Like, if she's dead to you, she's dead to you. You know, like, why I don't still have pictures of my ex up, you know? And underneath where you see the writing, it does say, oh man, the charity benefit is about to begin. We can't even get into it. But I guess that was the day that he like really made way in his photography business. And so it's memorable for him. But the fact that she's in that picture is just a little off. Lizbeth has been aware of that picture, and granted, they're newly boyfriend and girlfriend, and he's more so at her house than vice versa. Like she doesn't really leave to go to his house too much because she has the girls. But the more she comes over here, the more it's just bothering her. Like, why do you still have that up? And she doesn't really want to say anything. She doesn't want to come off insecure. She knows that Gage respects her relationship and how close she can be to Alden and call him at any given moment. And so yeah, she's just like kind of trying not to like, you know, she's just trying not to stir up anything, kind of come off insecure. I know it's her right to ask, but she's just trying her best not to, I don't know. It's a new relationship and she definitely just doesn't want to come off insecure, if you know what I mean. Because she's not insecure. And oh my gosh, I'm so congested and it's showing because I'm getting more congested as I'm filming, which I'm so sorry about. Alden actually did end up making it, which again, this is what I mean by another reason on why she would hate to kind of be like, oh, why do you still have that picture of your ex? Like, oh, is it too early to introduce that kind of behavior in the relationship? She's going to hug Alden. She's like, thank you so much. I did not know how the turnout was going to be. He's like, oh, no problem. I can't wait to see, you know, what everything is about. You look great. You do too. God. This man is so fine. This man is so fine. I mean, you clean up nice, Mr. Proctor. And check it out. Our old best friend E actually decided to come as well. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure, like, again, we used to be best friends. I just love that we can still, like, support each other in our big moments. It's amazing. Is she swooning over Alden? Girl, it's okay if you swoon over my baby daddy because he is so fine too. Oh my goodness. Thank you for coming. I need a hug. I need a picture. Jeez Louise. I know you all are tired of me saying it, but look at this man. Look how he's looking at Amani and Lizbeth like, oh, look at that. Girl power. Right, Alden? Oh my God, he is so handsome. And I didn't want to make it a gold event, which I should have just made it a gold event. I don't know why I didn't make it a gold event. Probably because I didn't want the pressure, but I'm going to request a small donation. I'm going to request a large donation from Alden, of course, because why not? Do I do that from small talk? I can't do that from small talk, or I really want a donation from Alden. And Nancy, nice to have you here. Request a large donation. Lizbeth is a bit occupied. Oh, miss work. Oh man, I forgot to call out of work. I hate this. Our charity benefit party is at the Oakenstead Museum, created by ratboysims. And I love this museum so much. It's very beautiful. Did Naval really come to her? Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Most of you might remember this museum. This is the museum that we went to when we met up with 𝘮𝑗 again to kind of discuss things about Madison. And we kind of got closure here, I think. I don't know if we got closure here or somewhere else, but yeah, it was a pretty big deal. Trisha is here. This is our intern that we train, and she kind of is our personal assistant. I need to change her thing. She's like our personal assistant, basically. But 𝘮𝑗 is here, which I'm so surprised. I'm very surprised that he's here, and I'm oh my gosh, I really wish that I could. He's running around. I don't know how he got the invite. Let's go ahead and request a large donation from Lyle, but he is actually here, and I think Alan's gonna go. 𝘮𝑗 is here, and she's probably gonna say, oh my goodness, yes. Madison probably told him about the book and everything and all that good stuff. We really should have made this a gold event so that it could have been interesting. And honestly, I'm not worried that 𝘮𝑗 is here. I mean, it kind of gives Lizbeth like a little like, ooh, haven't seen him in a while, but I'm worried that Gage is not here yet. He said he would leave out. I said I didn't want to be late, so I left first, and he said he would be here. So where are you? Where are you? And then we have to bring the girls here, of course, because they would obviously, hi, where are you? Gosh, where are you? Okay, no boss, I'm not coming in, and I don't care if I have to work. Where is he? Gage, where are you? So right now I'm kind of making it look like I have a little situation going on here. I'm going to add a little place to kind of eat and socialize and all of that stuff too. So I'm gonna fill that banquet table, but this is supposed to be like not a book signing, but me talking about the book and all that good stuff, all that good jazz. So this was definitely a makeshift book signing. We're going to have more. Here is some food you all can eat, and if Gage does not show up, I'm going to cry because I just invited him, and it's like, what could you possibly have to go? I mean, it's my goodness, it's gonna make me mad. I invited Gage, and you all know that I invited Gage, so just the fact that he's not here yet, I don't want to call him again because it just maybe he misses the event, you know, maybe he really does miss the event. I did invite Gage. I don't see him anywhere on the lot, and when I click on him, it says that I have to invite him over again. So what's crazy to me is the fact that he really can't make it. And so I wonder what the excuse is, because granted, I get that he has a busy life, but come on. I love how Mani is checking in on 𝘮𝑗, and I'm gonna have Madison come over here and hug her dad. She's like, oh, hi dad. Irvin, you're here? Dude, no way. I didn't even notice. I just noticed that he's here. Did you really come to my mom's book signing? He's like, yeah, I saw you share it on social, bunny. Oh my goodness, that was so nice of you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Now granted, she probably didn't say it like that, but she is kind of like, wow, you made it. Cool. I wanted you to come be here, at least to support mom, you know. I'm really proud of her book. Kind of weird, some of the stuff in it though, right? He's like, yeah, go figures. So, okay, now that everyone's eating and all that good stuff, I do want Madison to take a picture of her mom. She is totally that daughter. She's like, Mom, this is your big moment. Let's go ahead and take a picture. Wow, Alden would be in the background of this one. Huh, that is crazy. Oh my gosh. Love it. Mom, it's your special day. This is your first charity event. Like, you look amazing. This is literally my mom. She's like, oh, Madison, stop. I'm like literally going to cry. It's all right, Mom, you deserve it. She's like, all right, well, I know I look pretty hot. If everyone could just come over here, that would be great. And she is going to give a speech. She's going to give an energized speech because she is feeling super energized in my mind. And she's actually going to gain fame from this, which is awesome. She's like, thank you so much, everyone who came to see the book. Oh my goodness, 𝘮𝑗 is just like, oh man, this book is terrible. He's probably going to go to Alden like, you do know what Lovesick is about, right? She based it off of us. Okay, so we're here. Oh my gosh, Akira is here? Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous about that. Anyway, Mom's doing her best. She's talking about the book. As you all know, I have went through so much. I've gone through hurdles to get here, and I wanted to raise charity for the museum that they're trying to tear down. This one. Anyway, if you have some time, please don't forget to check out my new book, Lovesick. I have been working on volume 3 so far. It has got over 15,000 buys on the Kindle, or the sim version of that. The story is about a woman who is living a life that she thinks is supposed to be perfect, and she does everything right just based off of her childhood. Like she tries to marry the perfect man, have the perfect house, have that dream life, but she can't escape her past and all this stuff. You all know what happened with Lovesick. So she is saying all of this. Gage is still not here. I'm going to invite him one more time because I feel like, where would he be? So Alden has completely walked out upon listening to Lizbeth spill about Lovesick. Alden completely left. He wanted nothing to do with the rest of the speech. He's actually a little uncomfortable because he then realizes what 𝘮𝘮 was talking about, that this is dealing with what they went through. And for her to actually base a book and have a book about what they went through, it's a bit awkward for him. So I think he's actually going upstairs. He doesn't know what he wants to do with himself. And I think it's hilarious because he is just like, wow, I cannot believe she did this. I'm going to have to talk to her about this. She said it was based on a true story and didn't quite think it'd be that way. And he's thinking to himself, like, she said she had to marry the perfect man, the perfect life, and that it was boring. And what got Alden the most, oh my goodness, he went to go talk to Imani. He's like, her book, you realize what that was about, or am I just a late bird? She's like, it's about you and 𝘮𝘮. She's like, listen, Alden, it's a great book, and she was able to express something. She kept the names like different and everything. Don't say anything right now. And he's like, oh my gosh, I just feel so embarrassed. I mean, it's my life, you know, I'm boring. The book said I was boring. She's like, well, you know, maybe she exaggerated a little bit, Imani. She said the woohoo was so mundane and boring from the character. And then instead of Alden, she named the man Ashley. Imani's like, okay, you know, awkward. I know. He's just talking to her, and you can only imagine what the conversation is like, right? And we invited Gage over again. So, oh, look at Trish talking to Clifford. That is so cute. And if I don't see Gage here, he's still not here. And I've invited him again. Oh, he's going to freaking get it. Because there's no way. She likes jokes. Of course she likes jokes. Gage Anchor will be right over, but where is he? He's not here. He's literally not here, and I'm so upset. I should be able to focus the camera on him. That's how I know he's not here. Oh, Raj's mom came. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I think everything is over now, and I'm going to come over to 𝘮𝘮 and thank him for coming and just say thank you. Like, you're super awesome for coming. You look great, by the way. You know, Akira coming is just so hilarious. Like, he's our he's our first love kind of guy. And Alden walks by and he's like, Liz, can I talk to you for a minute? Honestly, she is going to just hurry up, run and hug him and say, I'm sorry, I gotta leave, because she's more focused on the whole Gage thing. She's like, look, just call me or come by the house, but I gotta go, okay? I'm super sorry. And that's just how that's gonna be. So she's gonna go ahead and end that. And he's like, all right, I guess I'll catch you when I catch you then. And what is this? Okay, so she's like, I'm sorry, I really have to go. And she is going to go home with her girls. I'm super sorry, Alden, I have to go. And she's just so annoyed because, hello, she just had to front, put on a brave face, and make everything look good like nothing was wrong, because Gage, he was nowhere to be found tonight. Lizbeth was so tired by the time she came home. She literally couldn't wait to kick her heels off and just lay on the couch. And she's so just, granted, she's feeling confident. She's so happy, and the fame that she gained from that whole charity party and everything was great. And oh my gosh, no thank you. Maybe we should get off the dating apps, Lizbeth. What do you think? Responding to some mail and putting up an Instagram story, which actually helps her fame. And she is just like, what is that noise? Oh, it's you guys in here having a party. And she's like, yeah, mom, be careful. You might get smacked next. So she's just laughing at this. And of course, she's going to turn this off. She's like, guys, my head is booming right now. It's just a little too loud for this. And they're like, oh, no way. Why are you like ruining our fun? And by this time, we finally get a text from Gage. So let's just go into the room for a second so that we can talk to him. Lizbeth runs to her room because she sees that he texts her and he's like, I'm so sorry, babe. So she is going to call him. You're so sorry? This was the most important night of my life. And he's like, oh, Lizbeth, don't be dramatic. And she's like, what do you, I mean, just about. I was just with you at the apartment. I said I had to go and you said that you would follow right behind me. And he's like, I know, babe. I got so tied up with work because I had a last minute photo shoot for the magazine company. I am so sorry. She hangs up. She is a boss sim and she hangs up and he calls back. So here she goes. She's like, hello. And he's like, babe, why'd you hang up? He's like, I'm serious. I'm so sorry. We couldn't have our phones. And I was just, I was so swamped. And she's like, really? You told me that you were going to be free on this day and you told me you'd meet me there and all of a sudden you suddenly have a photo shoot to do? Do you think I'm freaking stupid, Gage? Like, I'm about to take my earrings off. He's like, how, baby, I'm so sorry. How was it? And she's just like, I can't talk right now. This is just one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh. So I think we should just come in here and take a bath with soaks, you know, get the rose petals going and just chill. She's literally just thinking to herself like, oh my gosh, like he really missed one of the most important days. And it just kind of feels stupid. Like she knows that his career, because he is a photographer, she knows that he's busy. Like we get it. One of you actually said it. Gage is a little bit more nonchalant. They are early on in their relationship. Lizbeth has never experienced something like this because like you all said, one of you mentioned this. Gage is definitely more laid back. He's not pressed on Lizbeth as the other guys. He is there for her and he is a big teddy bear in a sense, but he's also very nonchalant and everything. So I think he's just going to give her space, even though she is praying that he calls her back so she can hang up one more time, or just to say, all right, whatever. Like, are you going to come over? Do you want me to come over? Like, what's going to go on? But her phone is not ringing and therefore she's really annoyed. And then Lizbeth remembers that Alden also needed to talk to her, but we're just going to put that on the back burner for a bit. We can just talk about that later. Right, Alden? We can talk about that later, right? Because I don't feel like talking about it right now. The situation with Gage seems very like little, but she's just so annoyed with it that she's like, all right, whatever. Like, I know Alden wants to talk, but I don't feel like doing that right now. So if he calls her and needs to talk, then sure, she'll talk. But right now, no thanks. Would I call Gage a liar? Yes and no. I know what you see here looks absolutely terrible, and it is. But he is a freelance fashion photographer. He did have a gig that just shortly came up and he couldn't pass up on the opportunity. He has no work-life balance at all. He's so used to just focusing on himself and only himself. He definitely needs to get it together in that department. But he could have at least made it in the last 2 hours of Lizbeth's charity event. However, he was busy with his ex-girlfriend, Raquel Martinez. This is his ex-girlfriend. Obviously, a lot of you even noticed that he still had a romantic relationship with her because he still does have feelings for her, but he does love Lizbeth. I don't know how that works. I know some of you are going to say, yeah, you can totally love two people at once. She's been missing him. She's sad and she wanted to hang out. And he's just like, okay, they actually were just out and about. And she's like, I just miss you. That's all. And to Gage, he's like, Raquel, like you always do this. She's like, you can't tell me you don't feel the same. And it's just like, oh my gosh, she always gets Gage with the same thing. When things in her life aren't going very well, I'm not sure what's going on. She's sad right now, which is crazy because she literally was just sad and I did not have to cheat that up. But his son, Cyrus here, is so annoyed because he knows how this goes and he's never been a fan of Raquel, even when he was like a little bit younger. She's always that girl that's just, and it has that hold on him, but he knows that his dad's strong enough to say, listen, like, forget you, I'm on to better things. And right now he's not old enough to think like, this is so wrong. You're with Lizbeth. He just doesn't like Raquel. His dad could have other women here, but he's not really that close with Lizbeth yet to even be in that defensive mode for her. Like, what about Lizbeth? What about this and that? So he's actually just going to go into his room, slam the door kind of thing, zone out and play video games because that's just what that is. He's totally over it. He's like, this is so stupid. But he's like, listen, Raquel, like, I can't keep doing this. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. She's like, I know, but I can't live with my brother anymore. I have to find my own place. She actually has a brother. And he's like, listen, he's like, just loosen up. It's going to be all right. I'll give you a ride back, but I gotta go. I've had a really long day at work and everything. She's like, can I stay just a little bit longer? And he's like, Raquel, you have to go. I can't do this. He's like, here, I'll make you something to eat. But and she's like, seriously, you're not gonna let me stay? She's like, please don't make me go back home. He just got hung up on Lizbeth like numerous times, and he's just like, oh man, maybe I should just give her some space. He knows that he messed up. She hung up on him twice, and he knows that he could just, you know, call her again, but he just feels like maybe it's best to give her space because he's someone that needs space. But I'm gonna leave this part here. If you all loved what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Just keep simming. Always stay wavy, and I will see you in the next episode. I have got to go. This series is so crazy. All right, peace out.